Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Dorothy, a professional astrologer. You can find me on the web at nhastrologer.com and also Facebook, Dorothy Morgan Astrologer. I almost forgot my name. No, I didn't. June for the sign of Virgo and those with Virgo rising. So let's start right off with June 2nd. We have a full moon in the sign of Sagittarius that is in your 4th house of home and family. So when that area gets illuminated by a full moon, anything that's been hidden and anything that's kind of just going on below the surface gets to come up so we can examine it. It's usually something emotional. You know, the full moons are always rather emotional. So fire full moon. And so we get to really be creative when it comes to what is coming up for you this month on the full moon in the sign of Sag. The Sag full moon too it's really creative. It wants to travel, it wants to explore, it wants to expand its knowledge, and when it is in that 4th house, all of those things will happen in home and family. The 4th house also represents, it's one of the karma houses, so it does represent things that we bring from past lives or youth, very young childhood, family issues, family dynamics. So if there's something going on below the surface with your family or psychologically and something that you're working through with past life stuff, then this will help illuminate that and help you to move through it easily. All right? So allow these things to happen. If something's coming up you need to let go of, don't hang on with bloody nails. You know, let things go when they present themselves to be let go of. Not always easy. I know. I'm there too. Only human like the rest of us, right? Okay, let me move on to June 5th. On June 5th, Venus moves into the sign of Leo, and that will be in your 12th house, your solar 12th house. So with Venus in there, you know, you're going to start working on what it is that is important for you spiritually. Venus will join Jupiter there later in the month, and so you know, you get to focus in on what it is that inspires you from the spiritual piece of life, because that 12th house is that transcendent piece. It's where we find, you know, compassion, where we find true love, where we find a lot of our psychological things that we've brought again through into our past lives. The 12th house is another karmic area of the chart, but we get to bring all of these things through and be very, very creative and very excited with these things. So I want you to work with this 12th house stuff. Jupiter moving through there already for almost a year now, and Venus coming in to join that piece, to join Jupiter. Actually will join Jupiter on July 1st. You know, you have a great opportunity here to work through a lot of spiritual things that you want to work on and expand what your spiritual knowledge is. It's great for working on with dreams and working with anything that is below the surface. It's those foggy things. It's that Piscean Neptune area of the chart where we can't see clearly. All right, so if you're feeling inspired just to do something and create, then you just do it and trust that your intuition is guiding you to do something that will be inspiring for yourself and for others. It's a fantastic way to use Venus in Leo in your 12th house, as well as Jupiter in Leo in your 12th house. So go with that. Next, we're going to move on to June 11th. Mercury goes direct, so on that day, it's in your 10th house of career. So over the last 3 weeks or so, while Mercury has been retrograde in your career sector, there's been probably a lot of little snafus going on, a lot of issues going on in that career when you're out at work. And so you can know now that between now and especially once June 16th shows up and we have the new moon in Gemini in your career sector, you're going to be able to establish and set some new goals. But in the meantime, from the 11th until the 16th of June, there's still a lot of unknown things that can just still sort of be lingering out in the peripheral at work, wondering what really is going on. By the new moon on the 16th of June, you're going to be able to set new goals, and slowly our path will be lit better, there you go, for us to see really what's going on in our career. So it has been kind of an unknown area for you guys for the last few weeks. And I know that can be a little scary for some people, not knowing what's going on with their career, and it's hard to make decisions like that. So once Mercury goes direct, and then we have that new moon on June 16th, then things will start to clear out for us. And we have pretty much the rest of the whole month of June while Mercury is retracing its steps from the beginning of its retrograde motion back on May 18th. So take the opportunity for the second half of June and really focus in on your career and what's going on there. All right. Finally, I will leave you with the summer solstice, June 21st. That's the sun moving into the sign of Cancer in your 11th house. And that 11th house is all about my hopes, my dreams. It's also where you can become members of groups and a member of something that is all about what is good for everybody and what I can do that can help a group of people, the things that I know that I want to share with the world. It is very much all a very, very public area of the chart. It's also Uranus's area and Aquarius's area. So it is all about social shifts and social changes. And so maybe you have something to do with that as well. So if you do, you'd go with it because this is an opportunity to do that. So I would invite you to take those steps forward in that place of your life. All right, I will leave you with that for now. Come find me again for June and on the web, nhastrologer.com, and on Facebook, Dorothy Morgan Astrologer. Blessed be. Namaste.